welcome to this Gateway video. I'm Rachel Westwood, Internal Account Manager, and this is one of a series of videos dedicated to the 5 EDI messages in the Gateway suite. So in this video we'll cover what is EDI Acknowledgements, the benefits of EDI Acknowledgements, any prerequisites that are involved, and I'll talk a little bit about how acknowledgements work. So what is EDI Acknowledgements? Well, using acknowledgements enables order status reports from suppliers to be imported into Alto and attached to order records. An acknowledgement can be received either as a response to a new order or as a report on the status of an outstanding order. So how will you and your borrowers benefit from using EDI acknowledgements? Well, status reports are imported straight into Alto, so library staff don't have to manually re-enter them, and therefore borrowers will get a quicker response on the availability of an order. The risk of error from rekeying a printed acknowledgement into Alto is greatly reduced, and the process generates an audit trail, so making it easier to check the history of an order. So what are the EDI acknowledgement prerequisites? Well, these are the things that have to be arranged and checked before your library can do any sort of electronic trading with suppliers. First of all, your server must be set up to accept EDI files. All the server configuration will be done by our consultancy team. This includes setting up the script for importing the acknowledgements, scheduling processes, setting up the emailing of reports to specified users, and setting up housekeeping processes as well. You must already be sending orders to the supplier via EDI. And finally, the supplier must be accredited for EDI acknowledgements, and you can check this by looking at the table on the Gateway webpage and the links shown on screen. This diagram shows the whole EDI supply chain, with the Gateway messages at the centre, and the arrow indicates the point at which the acknowledgement message comes in. So after the supplier receives an EDI order, the status report is generated, and then the EDI acknowledgements file structure is validated through the Gateway. Before it transmits any data, the Gateway performs a range of tasks. It has to split incoming files from suppliers by library. It validates the data and reformats it from standard EDI formats that the suppliers use to our own flat file format. And it also generates an audit trail and creates backup files. It does all this work in the evening, and any format problems or transmission failures are dealt with swiftly by the support team. So this is a summary of the acknowledgements process. First of all, the library sends an EDI order or orders to the supplier, and then the supplier will normally respond in one of two ways. No acknowledgement will usually be sent for an order that can be supplied in full within a normal delivery cycle. Or alternatively, an acknowledgement is sent as soon as possible after the receipt of an order if the order cannot be supplied in full. So this might include any order that can't be supplied at all, or can only be supplied in part, or an order where another title or edition has been substituted. The supplier will cancel or accept the order. And while an order remains outstanding, further reports may be sent by the supplier to give its current status. Suppliers normally send these when the status of an order changes, for example with the postponement of publication date or a price change. And once loaded, the acknowledgement reports can be seen in the order within Alto. And here's an example of how the reports appear in Alto. We can see here that the supplier has sent a report for this particular item because the publication date has been delayed and the new expected date appears in the date available field. This is the process that we follow when a customer orders EDI acknowledgements. So first of all, a script to import the acknowledgements data is created, and then that script is added to the cron. We liaise with the supplier to arrange them to start sending EDI acknowledgements, and the consultancy team will guide you through the whole implementation process. So for more information on EDI acknowledgements or any of the other messages in the supply chain, you can visit the Gateway microsite at www.talis.com/gateway. And if there's anything else you'd like to know, simply email sales@talis.com. Many thanks for listening.